What's up, guys? Coming to you live from my living room. Just wanted to do a quick off-the-cuff video on the new KTM bikes. They just dropped maybe 10 minutes ago. Vital is the first place I saw them at, and there's some shockers, guys. Some stuff that a lot of stuff we did expect and a few things we didn't expect. So I'm going to go over the big changes and the big information briefly, and then over the next few days I'm going to drop a few more detailed videos and we will do some more speculation on this bike. The good news is I do have one of these bikes with my name on it, so when these arrive in February, you guys will we'll learn it together. We'll learn about all the new stuff together here on the channel, so definitely be subscribed for that. So for starters, guys, I've talked about this a few times. I've talked about the shroud starting to grow on me. These updated pictures that KTM has dropped on the Vital website with these new graphics, it looks pretty good. The shrouds don't bother me at all anymore. So I'm over that. Let's get past that and let's get into the really bad news. First thing you notice, no Akrapovic exhaust. You see the regular KTM exhaust that's black. Really not a fan of the black. It's kind of a bummer. I don't know if this is a cost thing, if because of everything with COVID and all that stuff that they have to skimp out on the exhaust to keep the price down, you know, whatever. But secondly, right off the bat, you notice the clutch cover. It is a stock black KTM clutch cover. Kind of bummed at that too, but that doesn't bum me out near as much as the exhaust, because the KTM was just a clutch cover. It's not a clutch like the Honda. But let's also remember, it doesn't need a clutch like the Honda. It's already got a good clutch. So everything else looks pretty much the same as what we've seen in years past. You've got the factory edition wheels, you've got the whole shot device, you've got the orange sprocket, gold chain, you've got the skid plate and the front rotor cover, and they're the polyamide. It's some kind of plastic, some kind of nice plastic. Love the orange frame, love the orange triple clamps. Comes with the gray ODI grips. Love those things. My favorite change this year is the seat cover. That bright orange seat cover is absolutely sick. So let's just go over the list here. Once again, there is only 400 of these being made, so pretty cool. So we've got the new bodywork, we've got a new frame, new swing arm. The 250 and 450 engine is new, and that's another thing, guys. They are offering a 250. Listen to this, a new quick shift feature. If you are not a KTM guy or KTM street or adventure bike, you might not be familiar with their quick shifting, but it's pretty sweet on the street and adventure bikes, guys. You can shift whenever you go to shift the lever. The motor, it just hesitates for that 1/10 of a second to let the bike shift. You can shift without the clutch. It's pretty amazing. You have to ride one to really appreciate it. But this is not Quick Shift Plus, where you can shift up and down without the clutch, but it's Quick Shift. You can shift up without the clutch. Pretty cool. I've not seen anything like that on a motocross bike, and honestly, you could kind of shift like that on a motocross bike anyway, so we'll have to kind of see how this works. A new aluminum polyamide hybrid subframe. So to me, that means some kind of aluminum plastic hybrid subframe. Haven't seen great luck out of the subframes on the Huskies. That's the carbon composite, so I'm skeptical about this, but I'll keep an open mind. We've got new forks, new shock. This says the shock is going to have tool-free adjusters, which is pretty stinking cool. Here's another one I'm excited about, the map switch. The new map switch will also activate quick shifter, traction control, and launch control. Pretty cool. New footrests, the new graphics, the new CNC machined triple clamps, the wheels, the polyamide composite skid plate, polyamide composite front brake disc guard, mechanical factory whole shot device, the grips, and the seat cover. And that's it for the changes, guys. There's a bunch of cool pictures to look at. I'm gonna put some of them up here. The subframe is really interesting. It's plastic on top, but metal on the bottom where it connects to the frame. Man, I hope all this works out. The map switch looks really cool. It doesn't, I'm sure the engine has a lot of changes, but it definitely kept the same style as far as the rocker arms and the super small head with the slanted head cover. So I'm excited about all this. It looks sweet, and I'm going to drop more detailed videos over the next few days and weeks about each section and try to find out any more information I can find. As far as availability, I know dealers are going to be ordering those tomorrow, I think, and they're going to start arriving in mid-February. So we got a little while to wait. Watch some Supercross and wait, and you're going to see one of the first ones right here. So hit that red button, and you know, if you appreciate this stuff, if you appreciate me being up on my couch at 9 o'clock to make you a video like this as soon as this information drops, hit the blue button and join my race team, guys. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next one.